Have you ever wondered what extraordinary events unfolded during the most pivotal moment in history, when Jesus was crucified? Imagine standing at the foot of the cross, amidst a crowd filled with mixed emotions, some jeering, others weeping. As the sky darkens and the earth trembles, you can feel the gravity of the moment, knowing that this single event will change the course of humanity forever. In this video, we'll take you back to that fateful day, unraveling the profound mysteries and miraculous occurrences that happened when Jesus was on the cross. Stay with us as we explore the depth of these events, revealing truths that still resonate deeply within us today. To truly understand the significance of the events that transpired during the crucifixion of Jesus, we must first immerse ourselves in the historical and cultural context of the time. The setting is ancient Jerusalem, a city bustling with life and steeped in religious tradition. It is the time of Passover, a major Jewish festival, and the city is filled with pilgrims from all over the region. This was not just a regular day. It was a day of immense spiritual and social importance. Golgotha, also known as Calvary, is the hill outside the city walls where Jesus was crucified. Its name means place of the skull, and it was a well-known execution site used by the Romans to make a public spectacle of those condemned to death. The hill, barren and stark, symbolized death and despair. But on this particular day, it would become the epicenter of hope and redemption for millions. Crucifixion was a method of execution reserved for the most heinous criminals and was designed to be as brutal and humiliating as possible. The process began with scourging, a severe beating with a whip embedded with sharp objects. Jesus endured this excruciating pain, his body torn and bleeding, yet he bore it with a quiet dignity that struck a chord with many onlookers. Once the scourging was complete, the condemned were forced to carry their crossbeam to the execution site. Jesus, weakened from the scourging, struggled under the weight. Simon of Cyrene was compelled by the soldiers to help him carry the cross, a poignant reminder of the humanity and vulnerability of Jesus in his final moments. At Golgotha, Jesus was nailed to the cross, his hands and feet pierced with large iron nails. The physical agony was unimaginable, each breath a struggle as his body weight pulled him down. Yet, amidst this suffering, Jesus' focus remained on the spiritual significance of his sacrifice. This act of profound love and obedience was meant to bridge the gap between humanity and God, offering salvation to all who would believe. As he hung on the cross, Jesus spoke 7 powerful statements, each carrying deep theological and emotional weight. These 7 last words have been the subject of reflection and meditation for centuries. 1. Father, forgive them, for they do not know what they are doing. Even in his pain, Jesus' first thought was forgiveness, highlighting his compassion and divine mercy. 2. Truly I tell you, today you will be with me in paradise. Addressed to one of the thieves crucified alongside him, this promise of salvation underscores the theme of redemption. 3. Woman, here is your son, and to the disciple, here is your mother. Ensuring his mother's care, Jesus demonstrates his deep human concern and responsibility. 4. My God, why have you forsaken me? Quoting Psalm 22, Jesus expresses the depth of his suffering and the feeling of abandonment, yet also fulfills prophecy. 5. I am thirsty, a simple yet profound statement of his physical suffering and fulfillment of Scripture. 6. It is finished. Signifying the completion of his mission, these words mark the fulfillment of God's redemptive plan. 7. Father, into your hands I commit my spirit. With this final declaration of trust, Jesus surrenders his life, completing his earthly journey. As Jesus breathed his last, extraordinary natural events occurred. The sky darkened from noon until 3 in the afternoon, an unnatural and eerie darkness that fell over the land. This was no ordinary eclipse or storm. It was a cosmic signal of the gravity of the moment. The darkness symbolized the weight of sin and the separation from God that Jesus was experiencing on behalf of humanity. At the moment of Jesus' death, the earth quaked violently. Rocks split apart and tombs broke open. These phenomena were more than just natural disasters. They were divine responses to the crucifixion. The earthquake symbolized the shaking of the foundations of the world, both physically and spiritually. It was a moment of cosmic significance, marking the end of the old order and the beginning of a new covenant between God and humanity. One of the most profound symbols of the crucifixion was the tearing of the temple curtain. This curtain, also known as the veil, separated the Holy of Holies, the most sacred part of the temple where God's presence dwelt, from the rest of the temple. Only the high priest could enter the Holy of Holies, and only once a year on the Day of Atonement. When Jesus died, the curtain was torn in two from top to bottom. This miraculous event signified the end of the separation between God and humanity. No longer would people need an intermediary to approach God. Through Jesus' sacrifice, the way was opened for all to enter into God's presence directly. This tearing of the curtain was a powerful declaration of the new covenant, a new relationship based on grace and faith. The crowd that gathered at Golgotha was diverse, with a range of reactions to the crucifixion. Some were mocking and jeering, seeing Jesus suffering as a spectacle. Others were deeply moved, witnessing the events with a sense of awe and sorrow. The mixed reactions reflect the varied responses to Jesus' ministry throughout his life. Among the mockers were the religious leaders who had orchestrated Jesus' arrest and trial. They taunted him, challenging him to save himself if he was truly the Son of God. Their mocking words fulfilled the prophecies of Psalm 22, further affirming Jesus' role as the Messiah. Amidst the mockers were also those who mourned. Women from Jerusalem, including Jesus' mother Mary and Mary Magdalene, stood at a distance, weeping. Their presence highlighted the personal and communal grief that accompanied this event. These women would later become key witnesses to the resurrection, their faithfulness and devotion underscoring the transformative power of Jesus' sacrifice. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the profound events that took place when Jesus was on the cross. We hope this exploration has deepened your understanding and appreciation of this pivotal moment in history. If you found this video insightful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with others who might be interested. We'd love to hear your thoughts and reflections in the comments below. How do these events resonate with you personally? What new insights have you gained? For more in-depth discussions and explorations of biblical history and spirituality, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Join our community of seekers and believers as we continue to uncover the rich tapestry of our faith. Thank you for watching, and may you find peace and inspiration in the story of the cross. See you in the next video.